What a beautiful 125-gallon tank that we are here breaking down today. The customer is moving, and we ended up buying her tank because if anyone who's ever moved knows how hard it is to move a tank. It's just, as much as, this tank is beautiful and mature and it's got tons of coral growth, it's just really hard to move a tank. It's nearly impossible, and you're going to have loss. It's really tough. So I can only imagine. So he's going to probably get out of the hobby for a little bit and then eventually get back into it. But we have some really nice stuff in here, some really nice fish that we're going to end up having to find homes for. I have a couple of customers in mind who will want some stuff. Yeah, elegant corals. Look at these clove polyps. Those are beautiful. I love those. The corals will all go into our coral quarantine system. We'll frag up as much as we can and aquaculture it and hopefully sell it down the road. But the fish will all have to rehome and find them. There's plenty of homes, I think, where we can find them a nice little place to be. But look at that bright red. I think that's a mushroom. That is a beautiful discosoma mushroom. I think that's what that is. That is gorgeous. Wow, the color on that is insane. That's got to be a $200 mushroom easily. Trumpet corals looking fat. Yeah, he's had this tank for years and years, and you can just tell by how mature it is and how much coral growth we have in here. He did an amazing job. And not only do we have this tank right here, we also have this little corner cube tank right here with tons of big leathers in it. Leathers are always super popular. People love them. They're big, they grow quick. So we're breaking down this also today. So I got some buckets and I'm gonna fill it up and start putting coral in, and then we'll come back and break down more of the tank and take the fish out. Which I haven't really gone through and see what kind of fish are in here, but I love this setup. This reminds me of a tank I used to have. I used to have a 125-gallon tank just like this that was doing great, that I ended up taking down because I needed this space. But I plan one day to have something as big as this in the future. So I just reached in the tank and got hit pretty hard with a bristleworm. I really hate bristleworms, but it's part of the hazards of working, cleaning fish tanks, saltwater fish tanks. Yeah, it doesn't feel good, so I'll go ahead and try to get this out. But I just figured I'd take a video because, man, anybody who's ever done this knows it's not fun. That was a big bristleworm that tagged me just now. I am really irritated. It's tough to work in your tank when stuff like that happens. No. All right, we got Chris of Tanknicians here. I guess this is on Chris of Tanknicians channel. Chris got himself stung by a bristleworm. Real easy hack to get him out. You take a little rag, like a towel, and just real fast wipe. Oh, don't be gentle.
Just pull or just wipe?
No, you just just.
Oh, it hurts that.
Just like, well, you're going slow. Don't go slow. Just like rub across real fast.
Ooh, that hurts.
Oh, is it not working? Oh, I might have lied.
Yeah.
Or did I?
Put them in harder.
Looks like it's working. Yeah, there you go. You
it's
just
like
rub it down.
fiberglass.
Well, they get caught in the towel and they just peel right out because they're bendy. But you can't be shy. You gotta commit full send.
Yeah, when it looks like that and it stings like that, you're kind of like hesitant to do it.
Man, that was gnarly.
Yeah.
You
gotta be more careful with your hands in the tank.
They should be fine. Oh, did I drop it?
Yeah, he's right there on that rock.
Oh, there he goes. There's the culprit. Yes, a big boy.
Yeah, I've been stung by him. They're no
Good
fun.
Lord. Dang. They're just like throughout the whole rock. You gotta be so careful. These things are just buried inside the rock. I just busted this open to get some of the coral off here. And that thing is just, they're everywhere. Man, this is like a landmine. And now this cat's trying to get into the truck. Some random cat just pulled up with its Hitler mustache and trying to steal my truck. All right, we got the tank fully broken down. All the corals and fish are out. There's a few more things that we gotta do. Shot vac a little bit. Wow. That thing is a monster.
What is it?
So after we made a couple trips, we were vacuuming out the overflow and we found this damsel that had been in there apparently for a long time living in the overflow. We found him when we were vacuuming out the overflow and saved the little guy, so we'll find him a home too. All right, so back at the shop, and we have the fish in our quarantine system right here. So they're in their own tank. We got our big clownfish right there. She's a big girl. We got the 2 chromas, the blenny, and a bella gobies in there also. Wow, look at that. So they will be quarantined until we can find them a new home. And by quarantining, I mean they're going to be kept away from all the other fish, obviously, in their own tank. But they're also going to be treated for any type of potential parasites or things like that they might have, until we can find them a new home. Which I think it should be easy enough to find the chromis, and yeah, it should be easy enough to find these fish a new home. Now, as far as all the rock, we're just going to go ahead and put them in acid and get all the gunk out of them. You can see, look, there's already those bristleworms, those jerks that got me, that stung me so bad. They are floating in here. Some of them were still hiding in the rock, but they are dead now because the acid is gonna just eat away at anything and everything that's hiding in those rocks. And we're gonna clean and rinse them, and then they will be up for sale. Anybody wants some, some scrap rock or whatever? We always have plenty of rock here at Tank Ignitions. Anybody wants to pick it up, that rock will be ready. No point in throwing it out. So good. And here, over in our main fish system, we have the puffer and the 2 PJ cardinals. And there's puffers over here somewhere. Hiding. Oh, he's down there somewhere in this aquarium. Everything's kind of blurry because we just cleaned the glass. So they will be also treated and quarantined for any potential issues. There's the other puffer right there. He's a hungry boy too. Beautiful fish. I got some other cool stuff in stock right now. I got some shrimp fish. See the engineer gobies. So people love those engineer gobies. They can't keep an eel, they like the engineer gobies. There's a Midas blenny. Look how pretty that guy is. That is a pretty Midas blenny. And then a ton of disbar anthias. They all look like juveniles. And 2 really nice clownfish. I love that contrast. And then the Bourbonius, aquacultured blue hippotang, Royal Grandma. Speed of contrast, look at that. That Bourbonius anthias is probably one of my favorite fish. And hopefully one day I have a tank big enough to have a fish like that, because I've wanted that fish for years now. And then a little pork fish to round it out. But anyways, that's how the move went. Everything else will be taken care of. The fish will be taken care of. We'll find them all new homes. I'm really excited. Today was it was a lot of work, given especially that I feel under the weather. But that was a really pretty tank, and I just had to share that video with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and say goodbye to our little tomato clown pair here. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And hopefully then I feel better.